Hi, everybody. It's Monica with American English with Monica. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm glad you found American English with Monica. I hope the lessons are helpful. And if you're returning, welcome back. This week's phrasal verb, fill in. Fill in. There are a few different definitions for fill in, but I will review three. Just three. Three common ones today. Okay? All right. The first meaning that I want to review with fill in is when we're doing work, extra work, for someone else because they're absent. So someone at work isn't here today and you have to fill in. You have to do extra work. Sometimes someone is traveling on a planned holiday, or maybe they are absent because they are sick and they are unexpectedly absent. Well, when people are missing, other people have to do extra work and fill in. All right? Now, for this meaning, we cannot separate the phrasal verb. And we almost always use the preposition for. So, to fill in for someone means to do extra work, because someone is absent. Now, I teach business English. So some of my examples are about the office, right? The boss is traveling all week and different people have to fill in for her for different tasks. Okay? For. Have you ever had to fill in for someone? Maybe a classmate didn't come to the study group and you have to fill in for him. Maybe someone at home didn't do the household tasks and you're filling in because they are sick. Do you have any examples of when you've had to fill in for someone? Or maybe you were sick or you were traveling and someone else had to fill in for you. If you have examples of this phrasal verb, you can put it in the comments. It's great. I love when you type examples. The next meaning can be separated. You can fill something in. So let me do a different board for the next two meanings since we can separate. Fill something in. So the first meaning will be something, fill something in, and the next one will be to fill someone in. They're very different. When we fill something in, we're adding some information or some details so that it's complete. Okay, we're adding details to make it complete. To add details to make it complete. So if someone tells me a story and it's really short, I might say, can you fill in some details? Fill your story in. I want to know more information. All right, can you add some details? If someone is making a painting or a drawing and they only put one tree on the whole painting, but it's supposed to be a picture of the forest, maybe they need to fill in their painting with some more trees. Okay? We use fill in for another reason, and that's when we are completing a form, an important document, an application. You need to fill in the details about you, maybe your name, your address, your date of birth. You might have to fill in a form or an application or a document to make it complete. For this example, when we're filling in a form, a piece of paper, sometimes we use a different phrasal verb that's almost opposite sounding. we say fill out. Please fill out an application. Please fill out this form. So I want you to know it's a little bit crazy, the English, because fill in and fill out are both the same meaning when we're talking about completing a document. Yeah. English. I was just thinking sometimes English teachers or any subject really, when you're doing homework, sometimes you have to fill in the blank, the lines. Like if you have maybe a grammar book that you're working on and there are lines, there are blank spaces where you have to fill in the right verb or the right noun. Does this look familiar? If you've had to study a language, you've probably had some worksheets or homework where you need to add details to make it complete. You need to fill in something. All right. The last meaning, which is great, it's really common. It's when we're filling people in. We're filling someone in. And this means we're telling them some news. We're telling them some information that they need. We're telling them some gossip. We are talking to people. We're filling them in about something they missed. Maybe they were absent for yesterday's meeting and they didn't know we have a new project at work. So I will fill them in on everything, on all the details about the new project. So when we're to tell someone some information or news or updates. Updates is an important one. For example, updates. My friend and I, we haven't talked in 2 months. Tomorrow we have a phone call and we will fill each other in about our life, about what's been going on, all the updates, all the news, all the information, because we haven't talked. We've missed details about each other's lives. So sometimes your boss will ask you for an update. They might say, please fill me in on these 3 projects. Your boss is asking you for news and the most current information about your work, about your projects. Sometimes it's just casual conversation, right? You're talking to your neighbor and they're filling you in on different people in the neighborhood. We can say on or about. They're filling you in about different activity that's been going on in the neighborhood. So if you have any examples of when you have filled in someone about something, put it in the comments. If you have an example of a thing that you have completed, you have filled it in, put it in the comments. And if you have examples of the first meaning, when you have to do extra work when someone is absent, I would love to read that as well in the comments. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for requesting this phrasal verb, fill in. It's a good one. And if you have any more requests, just type them, okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.